Hello, my name is Demetrius, and this is
Audrey.
And we are senior pastors of Legacy Church in Troutdale, Oregon. We've been here for now 10 years doing ministry, and it's been a great run. Feels like we're just really starting to see God's work in our ministry. We've always wondered what it would be like to have a coffee shop ministry as a part of our church. And so this last year, we heard that there is a coffee shop in town that was selling their shop. And so we said to one another, what would that be like to actually have that shop as a part of our church? But they were selling it for $150,000 and we didn't see how that would be a possibility for us. We weren't going to mention it to our board, but after having some conversations, there was, to our surprise, some anonymous donations made, and we received $150,000 to buy the shop. So we brought it before the congregation and we started the process of what it would look like to own the shop as our church, as a part of a ministry of our church. And so we offered the owners of the shop $130,000 and they accepted. But we went back and did a little further work and figured that maybe we should offer $90,000. And so they went ahead and said, after about a day or two, that they would accept it. But for whatever reason, we didn't feel enough peace to proceed with the transaction. So we took it off the table, just had a check in our spirit that said, not now. Well, we took it off the table, and after a few days, it got back to us and said, we really feel like we ought to donate the shop to your church. It would be a bigger advantage to us to write the taxes off, write it off on our taxes. So we not only received $150,000, we received a donated shop to go along with it. The $150,000 can now serve as an operational fund for the ministry. So we brought it to the congregation, and after some deliberation and some talks, we received a unanimous vote of confidence to go ahead and acquire the coffee shop ministry. Funny thing is, the name of our church is Legacy Church. The name of the coffee shop is Legacy Coffee. One of our core values is, as a ministry, is love. We want to do a real good job of loving people right where they are. And so this shop is going to be a practicum. So we'll meet here on Sundays. But a lot of our congregation, we have encouraged to be at the shop all week long, become a regular. Get to know the people, get to know people's names, their stories, get to know people, sit down, bring your own friends, meet a new friend. It's just an opportunity for us to love the city well. The God's common grace, the grace of Jesus Christ, will be seen and felt in the presence of the shop, Jesus' presence there, and the stories that will be in that shop will be hopefully windows of grace.
Also, in a very tangible way, what we decided to do with how this business is set up is that we are keeping the coffee shop as a for-profit, as a corporation, and it is just fully owned by the church. Shout out to Jeremy Anderson, who helped me talk through how we could actually do that and really helped me brainstorm how best to go about it. But the idea is that the income from the coffee shop would be invested into the business first and then into the Gresham community. So as we get income and the coffee shop is sustainable, we will be investing the funds into other nonprofits and ministries in the area.
So it'll be an opportunity for us to practice mission in the city. It will be a local missions endeavor. All the profits, most of the profits will go back into the city. I think God gives us the desires of our heart. As long as we surrender them and submit them. This didn't have to happen. We didn't need this to be happy. But this was something that we legitimately thought about, hoped, and desired. And be willing to have that conversation. If there's something in your heart that God has placed there, talk as a couple. Be willing. When we heard that this was for sale, it's like, there's no way this would ever happen. But we talked. And don't be afraid to have that wider conversation, the broader talk with other people who know and love you, and you just don't know people when you put a little vision out there. And they're excited about that. I mean, God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. I mean, the funding is not an issue to God. And so the funding came to us. It's like, didn't see that one coming.